Thank you to a big thank you to the MC of the event, Saudari Chong, our DAP Wanita advisor, and also Saudari Bin, our deputy chief, and all the participants. Very good morning. Thank you for coming and congratulations for being selected for our first. This is first time we organize this HERLEAD program. HERLEAD is an initiative by DAP Wanita, and I think I want to extend my appreciation and well wishes to all the participants that have taken time out of your weekend to come here and join us here for what I would hope to be a fulfilling and productive end to the week. I hope that you all will only take positive memories and useful insights from the schedule that we have arranged for you. When we started thinking about initiating this program, the organizing committee and I look at the several challenges that women have faced in politics. Not only in recent years, but historically, women have increasingly faced trials and tribulations in the line of work in comparison to our male counterparts. For example, gender discrimination, online sexual harassment, male dominance, and many more. And for many parts of the world, women are still a minority in politics. And hence, this is why we, DAP Wanita, we believe that the solution for this issue is to increase female participations and level the playing field. Recently, the World Economic Forum released its Global Gender Gap Report for this year, and where Malaysia ranked 114 out of 146 countries. And among ASEAN countries, we have 10 ASEAN countries, and then we got Timor-Leste. Any guess Malaysia ranked number what? Or anyone knows about what place Malaysia was ranked? Anyone know? Any guess? So ASEAN got 10 countries, Timor-Leste is the observer, so all together we got 11 countries. Out of these 11 countries, 2 countries were not listed. One is Myanmar, one is Laos. They are not listed in this report. So meaning is remaining 8 ASEAN countries and Timor-Leste. And Malaysia, we rank at number 9. We rank at number 9. I think this is very, very embarrassing. And this need to be served as a wake-up call for us to do better. And I think this is why we create platforms like HERLEAD to create and to materialize greater changes. Saudari, congratulations for being selected for this HERLEAD program. This is the first time we organize this program, and I am very proud because we received altogether 66 applications. 66 applications. And initially we wanted to only select 30, but too difficult to take out 2 names. So altogether, we have selected 32 of you here. And out of these 32, we make sure that we got fair representation from Sabah and Sarawak. And actually, we intentionally to give more opportunity to applicants from Sabah and Sarawak because your state elections are coming. Sabah first, followed by Sarawak. Of course, I'm not going to promise you any candidature here, but I think since your state elections are nearer, we are more than willing to provide more opportunity to our sisters from Sabah and Sarawak. And of course, we want to make sure that DAP is for multiracials, and therefore we make sure that out of these 32 being selected, we got 21.8%, close to 22% Malay participants, and then we got about 16% of Indian participants, and then we got about 4% Bumi Putra Sabah and Sarawak, and then the remaining 53% are Chinese. We want to make sure that for all the states that send their applications to us, they got at least 1 applicant being selected. Of course, we received more applications from Selangor, and I think that's why eventually, I think out of these 32, we got 7 that are actually from Selangor. But for the states that actually send applications to us, we make sure that we select at least 1 So that will be Malacca and NS, one each. Because we want to make sure that this message or this program would be useful to all the states in Malaysia. Saudari, I hope that this is our first time organizing this HERLEAD. I believe that there are much room for improvement. So we would appreciate your feedback at the end of the event. Tell us which session you think is useful to you. Tell us which moderator or which speakers you think is very fantastic, very useful, their content is very useful to you. Give us all this feedback, because I want to make sure that HERLEAD is not just for 1 year. But next year, when, if possible, we would like to organize second round of HERLEAD and hopefully third round of HERLEAD, fourth round of HERLEAD, fifth round of HERLEAD, for as long as we need it. But for this first version, we hope that we organize this 2 days program and we invited speakers who we think that will be meaningful and be useful to you. We hope that the content they prepare for you will be useful to you. But of course, give us your feedback so that we know that in the future, when we do second round, third round, etc., whether we want to invite them again or not, or whether the topic is suitable, is useful, but however you think the speaker need to be changed. No problem. That type of criticism, we can accept that as well. Because we all need to learn from our experience. And therefore, we would appreciate your feedback. But at the same time, we are here to observe you as well. We are here to observe you as well. So myself, Bin, Chong Eng, and of course the other NEC member will carry a file with us. We will observe your performance throughout this 2 days program. Please try your very best to impress us. Because at the end of the program, our intention is to select 8 to 10. Hopefully we do not need to expand to 12 or etc. Right. Our intention is to select 8 to 10, and then we would like to have a mentorship with them for a year, whereby we will try to design more program for them, more personalized program for them, and hopefully by having this mentorship for a year, we would be able to continue to groom you, to prepare you to hold position in the future. We DAP, we are no longer a pure opposition party. When I joined party in the year 2008, we were pure opposition. At that point of time, DAP even got challenges to get sufficient candidates. I joined party in 30th of January 2008. Not having any intention to be a candidate, just want to be a volunteer or just want to help out in the general election. But in February, I received the offer from the party to become a candidate in Sedang parliamentary seat, or now we call Bangi parliamentary seat. At that point of time, of course, it wasn't really a winnable seat. It was MCA stronghold. MCA MP in the year 2004, he won the seat with more than 10,000 majority. So it wasn't a winnable seat, and therefore not so many people want to become a candidate. So by February, Parliament dissolved already. Yet party don't have any candidate, and they quickly approached me and said, "Hey, Tony Pa, come and look for me," and say, "Hey, why don't you contest in Sedang? Since you stay there before, you got relatives stay there before, and we don't have candidate there." At that point in time, I thought I'm just going to be a candidate for two weeks, and then I will go back to my legal practice. But now, of course, things changed drastically. I was a parachuted candidate. Hannah was a parachuted candidate. Hannah joined party, I think, in the year 2007. Being involved in party slightly longer than us before she was felt as a candidate in the year 2013, because she came back from overseas and then served as a social media strategist to the party. But I can tell you the reality is, it is going to be more and more difficult for you to be a parachuted candidate. Because when we are in power in federal level, at state level, Penang, Selangor, now even in NS, in Perak, in Malacca, not in Johor, and in Sabah, meaning that more and more people would have the ambitions to become a candidate. Whether it's a Ketua Kampung, whether it's Ali Majlis, or whether it's a Adun or it's a MP. And therefore, under that situation, it would be more and more difficult for the party leader to fill a candidate with zero contribution to the party, with very, very limited involvement at party activities, to become a candidate. Because there are so many people maybe have served more than a year at branch level, at state level, or even at national level. And therefore, I think it is very, very important for you to be seen and for you to be noticed. I must say, I was failed as a candidate because I was noticed by party leader. Of course, at that point of time, it's Tony Pua, Saudara chairman. At that point of time was Saudara. It was Secretary General. So because I was seen and I was noticed, and therefore when opportunity arose, they think, why not we consider Ching? Why not we gave her a chance? Same goes to Saudari Xiao Tao. I believe that we are very proud with her performance at KKB by-elections. But why was she selected as a candidate? Because she was noticed and she was seen by the leader. Not just by me or being, because we serve at the DAP headquarter publicity department. Xiao Tao has been, actually, I was the one who actually get Xiao Tao to join DAP HQ in the year 2018. I knew her longer because of debate background. She was active in debate, I was active in debate. She actually was the girlfriend, now wife, to one of my students who I coached him for debate. So I know her for a long time. So I think, okay, I need someone in publicity team. So I dragged her. But because I noticed her, so I dragged her to, I brought her to DAP HQ. And when we became government in the year 2018, her ability, her talent was recognized by Saudari Biin. So Saudari Biin brought her to Mestek at that point of time. And because Xiao Tao served in HQ, she knew a lot of leaders. A lot of leaders knew her, know her. And therefore, when we became government again in the year 2022, Saudara Nga Komeng brought her to KPKT. And because Xiao Tao worked at HQ, she has the opportunity to work with SG, to work with chairman, to work with Saudara Gobin. I'm sure Saudara Kula also know her. Why I mention these few names? Because they are the 5-man committee who decide your candidature. So that's why it is important to be seen and to be noticed. That is the reality, Saudari. That is the reality. Sitting here in the front row, got, of course, me, myself, Chong Eng, Buva, Bin, Krusi. We are not in the selection committee. We are not. But what we can do for you is, first of all, we want to make sure that you are ready. We want to make sure that you are ready. And we want to make sure that we know your capability, and when there are any opportunity arises, we will be able to recommend you to the party. And we, of course, hopefully in the coming 1 year, once you are being selected, and if you are being selected, we would be able to connect you with more party leader, so that they also know that, we got this great, we got these candidates with great potential, and we should give her an opportunity when there is any occasions. So thank you very much for submit your applications. To those who are not selected, because we also receive some complaint or some grumblings, when we are not selected, does it mean that we have no future in the party already? No, it's not that. It's definitely not that. First of all, let me make it very, very clear. Your participation at HERLEAD is not a ticket to guarantee you to become a candidate. Because as I say, none of us here are in the selection committee. Okay? So none of you can decide your candidature. But this is just a platform whereby DAP Wanita, we hope we can play a role to continue to help you to grow and to help you to be noticed and to be seen. And at the same time, of course, if we are able to provide you any mentorship, I think not just me, Saudari Chong E, Saudari Bin, Saudari Hana, Saudari Alice, I think many more DAP MPSA will be more than happy to provide you the mentorship that you need. And I hope DAP, we should inspire to be the party who achieved 30% Wanita quota, to be the first party in Malaysia to achieve 30% women quota. And that's why why your participation is very important. Your participation is crucial and is very important. We got 40 MPs at Parliament, 10 of them are women. So that is 25% already. And indeed that is the highest. I think Warisan got higher than us, but it was only because they got 2 MPs only. I think they only got 2 MPs. 3 meh?
1 out of 3. So
1 out of 3, so that is 30% lah. So that is 1/3 lah. But if they got more than 3 MPs, I doubt they can achieve this 25% percentage lah. It's DAP. It's definitely DAP. PAS is the largest political party in Parliament. I think they got 45 MPs, if I'm not wrong, but I only got 5 female MPs. So we should feel very proud of DAP, but we should not feel content. 25% is great, but we need to aim to become the party to achieve 30% Wanita quota. And we not only need to tell that to ourselves, but we also need to convince our party leader. An important person, of course, will be invited and will come tomorrow, is Saudara SG. And of course, the 5-man committee, and of course, all the state chairpersons. They need to be convinced that it is crucial and it is important and it is time for DAP to achieve 30% women quota. It is very, very important. Saudari, I really feel very happy to meet all of you today. Some are familiar faces, but some are new talents. And Bean and I, where we are doing the selections, we were very impressed and we were very shocked to know that, hey, we got this talent in party, why we never know that? So you see, even among the women leadership or women members, there are some hidden gems that we might not know before. And I hope this 2 days program will help us to understand you more. And I'm very proud because today we also got 2 candidates, 2 participants who are only 18 years old. Can they stand up? I believe one is for Perak, one is for Perak, and one is for Penang. Congratulations. Thank you. 2 of them only 18 years old. We actually have this conversation during the selection committee. We say, hey, we want to prepare them to be a candidate, ma. 18 years old, isn't that too young? And then eventually we think, no, it's not too young. It's not. Because we have lowered the age. If by the age of 18 years old, you can vote, then we believe that it is not too much and this is not unreasonable to feel a person as a candidate, even though they are only at their early 20s. So again, I cannot promise you candidature, but I think it will be super exciting if in the coming elections, whether it's at state level or parliament level, DAP feel a candidate who is in their early 20s, don't you think so?
Yes.
Don't you think so?
Yes.
Muda used to be the party for all the youngsters. Of course, before Muda it was DAP lah. And then because of Muda, because of Syed Sadek, suddenly all the youngsters prefer Muda over DAP. But I think, looking at Muda now, I think it's time for DAP to reclaim our leadership, to become the party of the party of first choice for the youngster to join. And I hope DAP Wanita can also serve that purpose, meaning that we are more than willing to empower young ladies to lead DAP, to become a DAP leader. Since you are brave enough to submit your application, and I think we in DAP Wanita should be brave enough to also give you the opportunity. So congratulations. We will be here most of the time for these 2 days. Of course, tomorrow maybe some sessions I will miss out because tomorrow is also the pre-council for our coming parliament sitting, which is going to start on Monday. But please, again, try to impress us so that you will make it easier for us to know which are the 8 participants that we are going to select and to offer them a mentorship of a year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Saudari.